A big treat for everybody involved with Classic Rock Weekend in Minnedosa, Manitoba is who's headlining, and that would be John Kay and Steppenwolf. Welcome.
Good to be here.
So thank you for escorting me to the backstage area. I appreciate it.
Survived this ride, did you? It's an e-ticket.
You know what I got to tell you? On the airplane coming here, this was a brand new Entertainment Weekly. It's 100 Greatest Summer Songs, and I'm flipping through it, and I'm excited about being here with you because I'm a big fan of Steppenwolf, and this is cool. The number 27 best summer song of all time is Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf, 1968.
Well, good to be in there someplace, 27 or otherwise, you know.
Well, you beat out like 70 other people.
Yeah, not too shabby, you know. It's 29 years after we started this mess, and good to be anywhere at this point.
Get your motor running, head out on the highway.
There's a lot of people out there. When I lived in LA for the, you know, up until about 6 years ago when we moved the organization to Tennessee, I would run into somebody I hadn't seen in a few years and said, well, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm always doing. He says, gee, are you still doing that? He says, man, you live in this town. We've played the Universal Amphitheater 3 years in a row, the Greek Theater 2 years in a row, the Wiltern Theater. 6 years in a row we've been under your nose. We're not the ones out of the loop. You are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes, and it amuses me at times when people come up to me and say, you're still doing this. I said, well, have you ever thought of going over to B.B. King and saying to him, man, are you still doing this? What else would I be doing? Who gets to write their songs based on their own point of view, gets handsomely rewarded for it, gets to visit their friends annually through touring? What else would I want? You know, I live in Tennessee in a nice place. We got our recording studio, our publishing companies, our merchandise company. You know, we basically run our own lives. I mean, we tell the agency how many dates we want to do and, you know, for how much and roughly where. And, you know, when the circus comes off the road after Labor Day, we got the winter at home to write tunes, to be with our families, to take vacations someplace warm. You know, you're looking at one of the luckiest guys that I know. So this double-edged sword of the classic rock thing doesn't worry me. We're the ones with the new album. We're the ones with some tunes from the past that 15-year-olds seem to get into, so I'm not going to talk them out of it.
He said, son, I've seen it all, and it's not what you think.
There's a lot of talented people out there that don't have records.
Mm-hmm. But there's talented, and then there's really special talented, as we know, and there's a lot of people that are, you know, they've got some special knack and you know, they're blessed, but then there's incredible talents that can do something that not very many people can.
I call it the goosebump factor.
Yeah. What makes you know whether, you know, something's working for you or not? And that's the barometer, really. If it gives you chills and you think, oh my God, this is, you know, if it does that thing to you, then what else do you have to go on besides, you know, your natural instincts?
Descending eyes and descending like flies.
Just that total desire just to play music because maybe the business gets in the way.
If you would rather be in a band than make money. I mean, I think when we got in this game, when I met Martin and he was a driving instructor and I don't know what I was doing for money, but you know, but hand-to-mouth existence type things, we didn't think we were going to make a lot of money. We just thought we'd rather play than, you know, wait on tables and stuff. It wasn't about, and of course this is before music videos, so we didn't know, you know, all that was going to happen. That would have discouraged me. But in fact, even that seemed fun at first because they were just for little kids shows and stuff in England. This is before MTV, so.
And the things that turn you on when you're 16 don't turn you on, unfortunately, in a lot of people when you're 45, when you're 50. And it's sad.
Well, no, it depends on what you have in your life and what's important. You know, maybe you have a marriage and you're into that, or that sort of thing. You know, or maybe you've got some other kind of job, I don't know. But if you just want to play in a band and everything that happens as a result of it is just a byproduct of it, you know, you might win some, you lose some, but the point is that the consistent thing is that you're just playing. You know, I mean, I kind of think of this as a hobby. I mean, I know it's my work and everything, but I don't, you know, I always try to bear in mind if this wasn't there, you know, that I wouldn't be, you know, going into therapy or something.
You still have it, though, that desire to want to do it and that love for it still, though.
Yeah, well, you know, but we can still do it, that's all. And we haven't burned ourselves out. We haven't overdone it, I don't think.
You don't have to say, girl.
After this much time, you don't do it for the money. You don't do it for the ego. You do it for the love, don't you?
We do it for the love and the money.
The love of money.
Love of, but no. We do
not
it,
like the OJs.
everybody needs money.
We do it. We do it because we're compelled to do it. We're
Yeah,
musicians.
yeah.
We're musicians our whole life, and this is what we love. We actually like playing.
Yeah.
We like getting out there and playing. We like the live playing.
Yeah.
You've been on hiatuses before.
Sort of.
What's important about them? Or what do you come back knowing or missing perhaps that you realize?
Stepping away from anything
Yeah.
gives you a better perspective on what it is that you are, what it is that you do. I mean, we just we learn a lot. We've done solo work, as Daryl said before. We've worked with other people. You bring a little bit back from every experience, and somehow that all those experiences tend to color what you do together. What we do together.
And is it also a case of missing it when it's not there?
It's never not there long enough to miss it.
No, we need a little break.
I have not ever had that experience.
We work
since,
all the time.
Since I was about 17 years old. I've never been away from it long enough to miss it.
I don't know you as a person, but yet it is something that I think people are curious about, specifically me, someone who's never had an addiction other than coffee or cigarettes or whatever. What is it about something like that, where you're literally taking your life into your own hands, that people don't understand?
I don't know. I
think
know.
we all do, though.
Yeah.
Coffee and cigarettes. Cigarettes, you're taking your life in your own hands. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's like kind of like. Yeah, I mean, you could even say that. I mean, there's a lot of people who get, who are heavy smokers, and they find out they've got cancer, but still are unable to put it down, until the point where they've had, their mortality staring at them in the face. So it goes with a lot of things, you know what I mean? But I don't really have an answer for that because, if I did, then I would get a Nobel Peace Prize for medicine, and mental health.
Is continually masturbating an addiction?
Who has that problem?
Yeah, I do. And the bummer part about that is this hotel doesn't even have a porn channel.